It's August in Yorkville, Tennessee, and boys and girls of all ages have gathered to compete in the International Washer Pitching Tournament.
All these little communities have festivals. I mean, if you'll look, they've got teapot parades, they've got Irish festivals, they got soybean festivals, you name it, somebody's got a festival. Well, we're so little, we didn't have anything. So we just thought, well, we'll have a washer pitching and we'll let it be international. We'll just invite the world. So this is the International Washer Pitching Contest.
Now you may think that international is just a cute little gimmick, but we're happy to report that this competition is quite well known.
One year we had some 4 boys from France that was just on a road trip. They were students over here and they were on a road trip and they stopped, saw it in the paper, stopped by, spent all day with us. And one of them got in the contest and did pretty good in the singles. So he wanted to really pitch in the doubles, so we hooked him up with a local boy here and they pitched and got up to the Sweet 16, we call it, and he had a ball. You know, they just didn't know what to make of that. We've had them, we figured they was from Mexico, they was from South Texas. They got off from work one night, drove all the way up here, pitched washers, got in their car, drove back home. So that's a pretty good piece. But we've had them from Greenland. There's an old boy from Greenland came by. I don't know how he ended up here. We've had them from Germany, England. We've had, you know, it's been some Chinese in, and of course we had some from Arkansas. That's kind of a foreign country.
My wife's parents live here, and we come down once a year, every summer. And it just so happened the weekend that we decided to come down, probably 10 or so years ago. That's when this festival took place. So I came up and watched it my first year, and have been playing ever since.
Had an old boy from Rutherford. That's a little town close to here. Was working in Ohio this summer. He said he was going to his job and he stopped at a little convenience store. And the guy asked him, said, "Where are you from?" He said, "Rutherford." Said, "You probably never heard of it." He said, "Oh yes." Said, "We go to Yorkville every year for washer pitching." It's close to it. So it was funny.
So what's this game all about? Well, it's a little bit like horseshoes, and you play to 21 like volleyball or ping pong.
20 foot apart, only one scores at a time. Two people can't score, only one. You get 5 for in the hole and 1 for closest. So if you've got one of your washers in the hole and one of them closer than the other guy, then you're gonna pick up 6 points. If you got 3 closer than the other guy, you'd have 8 points. So the only variation we have is if you get all 4 washers in the hole uncovered, it's called a quad. We count that 21 points, and we have had that happen several times.
Just a simple game, and it was just fun. You know, it's like playing horseshoes, and you just come out and it's funny. After the years, I've started to know some of the regulars, and look forward to seeing them, and I hope they look forward to seeing me as well.
All right, Daryl, I got a good crowd here. Here we go. Wish me luck. That's a good toss.
I practice the week I get here. I think a lot of these guys practice all year round and go to tournaments all year round. Even though I have a pit in my backyard, I just don't spend the time to get out there and practice. But I do this to come out and have fun and, you know, meet a lot of people.
And that's what makes this August Saturday so special. A chance to meet some new people and spend a little time together playing a game.
My neighbors love to come over and pitch with me, and when I first tell them about it, they're thinking I'm picking up a washer and throwing a washer or something stupid like that. But they enjoy it. It's a neat game. It's, you know, anybody can do it. You know, you don't have to be, you know, real physical. Look, we're only talking about a 3/4 inch washer here. So, and I also been, and it's gotten even better than that. I work at a company called East Utilities, and we have a company picnic every year, and we'll have a couple hundred people come to the company picnic. And so I'll set up some washer pitching pits for them, and they just love it. They look forward to it every year. So it's just a neat game. It's an easy game.
We figure it's an old Southern game, started back in the deep South. You know, they had washers on their wagons, and so Sundays, they'd use silver dollars to start out with, because they was about this size. And they'd pitch silver dollars because it's too hot to do anything else in the South. And they'd sit out there under the trees and pitch those washers. And then, of course, the Depression came along and they didn't have the silver dollars, so they'd take the washers off of the wagons. That washer that held that wheel on the hub was about this size, so they would use that washer. So that's where we picked up using washers rather than silver dollars. And it's just been an old Southern game forever. It's different variations of the game. Some use 3 holes, some use 1 hole, different point system, but we kind of standardized it the way everybody's played it for years and wrote the rules down, and been going by it for about 15 years.
In October of '05, I shipped out to basic training. Then in March of '06, I went to Germany, and then we left for Afghanistan May of '07. And I just got back July 5th, and then I talked to Mr. Jim on the phone and asked him when it was, and he told me it was August 16th, and I told him, I said, I'll be home for that. And he goes, well, come on. And I said, all right, sure, I will.
You're gonna pitch today, and
I'm pitching singles, and then me and my dad are pitching partners.
what do you think your chances are today?
Not very strong at all.
Why?
I haven't touched a washer in almost 3 years.
I really didn't think I was gonna win, but I did.
Came all the way from Maryland and won the contest, huh?
Uh-huh.
And so the 15th annual competition is in the record books. And though each year threatens to be the last, we look forward to the 16th International Washer Pitching Competition in Yorkville, Tennessee.
We're very fortunate that we've used funds from this little old event to help pay for our community building, which we're really proud of, in our park, and it's a pretty neat park if you look around for a little old town that's 300 people, so we're real proud of it.